17 just decides to go to the toilet as I go live. Okay. I think that is all good. Hi. Welcome in. I am here to do a live for the full moon in Aries. It is a super moon happening right now. So let's get into it. I went for a nice run before, that felt nice. I had noticed that it was quite difficult to do any kind of intense activity through the eclipse season. I'm not sure if you noticed that yourself, but it's nice to it's nice to feel that kind of let up a little bit. Sorry about Serpentina. She was out for a bit and I was getting a little bit worried about where she was, and then she just popped back up and now she's going to the toilet, so I'm sorry. But yes, I thought I would pop on here. I added some energetic notes to the post section of my channel. So if you want to know more about sort of the astrological kind of essences that are present at this full moon, then go check out that post. And here I'm just going to do a live Serpy. Yep, got an itchy bum. She's like rubbing her butt on the carpet. That is so funny. Okay. Let's get into the energy today. Okay, sweetie. All right, what messages do we need to be hearing? We've got follow your dreams coming out. What messages, sirens are going off? What messages do we need to be hearing for this full moon? Oh, I've got love coming out. Love. Follow your dreams. Love. And rebirth with manifestation. With time out and perseverance. Okay, what I'm really getting from this is like you've really had to persevere through the doubts in following your dreams, in following what you truly desire to experience in this life. And maybe you have had a very big dream in potentially in love, in like a love connection that has not yet come about for you, right? There's a rebirth happening in this manifestation. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of messages coming through at this time to rest, take time out, retreat, because there's a lot of intense energy happening here. There's a lot going on. I'm going to take these and let's see where this goes. But it really feels like something is manifesting now. Yeah? Something is manifesting now. Okay. It's like the love of your dreams is actually how I saw this. Take it if it resonates. But it feels like your physical life is going through a rebirth right now. and you're manifesting new levels of love that that you've maybe felt even difficult to dream of. Yeah. Because sometimes when we experience a neglectful love from a young age, it's hard to know what true, all-encompassing, deep love can really feel like. And we kind of have to guess, right? Because we ultimately know, or we start to learn that that's what we truly deserve. But it's still going to feel very different to anything you've ever felt. So it's about being open to allow it in the first place, right? Not easy. Okay. Let's get some of these Moonology cards out for this full moon in Aries. Spirit, what messages want to come through? Ooh. We've got a personal issue reaches resolution. Personal issue. It's with Cancer as well, and Cancer is the most receptive sign in the zodiac. It rules the heart, it rules the chest, the rib cage. So this, I mean, it's really reflecting this love energy, right? It's like this personal issue perhaps in maybe never feeling deep love with partners, or, you know, relationships never really working out. That's resolving. Look. And this came out sideways. This is the new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation, right? With it sideways, it's what's happening right now. Love is coming into your situation right now. It's a new phase. It's a new start entering here. It's like whatever this issue was, it's come to its culmination. It's come full circle. It's finishing. And now there's a new love cycle. There's a new loving, abundant cycle starting now. You know, Aquarius energy is awakening energy as well. So look at this. Prosperity lies ahead. So it's a new phase in love and a new phase with money. A new phase with feeling abundant. That is the manifestation. You know, it feels like your life is going through a rebirth. Okay? Because you followed your dreams in some kind of way. It's giving like the payoff is here, and you might start to notice it at the time of this full moon. Okay, look, there's this energy. Take time to breathe out. I always feel it as like a whew, can breathe out now. Yeah, something being lifted from the shoulders. Heavy energies. I'm going to take it. Heavy energies being released. Dense energies being released. There could even be, yeah, there could be dense emotions leaving your system at this time. It definitely feels like there's rewriting that's happened. Yeah, rewriting that's happened in these ancestral kind of limitations that your lineage has experienced. Let's get a couple of these to bring it to a very everyday kind of space, Spirit. Oh, seriously? We've got joy, smiley face and joy. So another theme for this full moon that we're going to be experiencing, it's going to be the energy from today, tomorrow, but it will run, I mean, a super moon, you'll feel it for close to a week, I feel. Some of the elements that are present at this full moon I already experienced in my reality a week ago. So it depends how sensitive you are, but with a super moon you will feel it, like you'll feel it sooner. Yeah, look, there's the emotions popping out. There's going to be a lot of emotions coming up. Not, I wouldn't say for everyone, okay? But there is, for some people there will be heavy emotions being released from the system. It's to make way for what's coming. Yeah, look at that. Endings. To have brand new beginnings, we need these endings, right? It also feels like there's an ending in heavy emotions, because we're coming into this immense joy. I mean, this is exciting because this reading really does refer to the energies that are present over the next couple of days. So whatever's coming through in this energy, it's like imminent. And if you're receiving this transmission, it's imminent. You've been so resilient through this healing process. You've been so resilient in bringing in this new level of balance into your life. It's not easy to walk the path of healing. And look at this. It's like it's going to be paid off for you. It's going to be paid off. Peace and harmony. The resilience you showed in creating this kind of like balance in your life is going to be absolutely paid back to you. It's still giving the energy of like rewards, yeah. Rewards coming in for you. You'll notice definitely as well some endings taking place. This could be with relationships. I didn't even mean to say that, so that's interesting. I want to get some of these, okay? The Work Your Light Oracle cards. I may need to read it from the book, but I just felt really drawn to getting out some of the energy for this. So let's see. Spirit. Thank you. Boundaries. Interesting. Establishing better boundaries is coming through. So that makes a lot of sense, because see all these hands here? It's like this is where the cutting off is happening to people and places, things that are just not really connected to you right now. So you'll actually be like establishing new boundaries, it feels like. With ease, because you're just following your intuition now. You're following spirit so loyally because of the growth that you've come to in your spiritual journey, that it's just easy to trust, right? Look, this says trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yeah, this just feels like there is an easier amount of trust that's taking place in your journey. That's part of the rebirth. Now I'm going to get a couple of these and then we'll dive into tarot to see what tarot has for us today. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This came out when I was like preparing. The situation will improve within the next few months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's definitely going to be big change in the next few months. And it's going to be abundance. It's going to be success. The situation that you're in right now, it's going to be bringing such big improvements. It's going to be bringing you so much joy. Then the end of the year is going to look drastically different for you. Okay? It's going to look drastically different from you. It's interesting because they don't usually give me like time frames, but that obviously really wanted to come through. It could be because, you know, some people are really struggling right now. I get it. I get it. That's all I'm feeling from them. That's so fascinating. Okay. Yeah, you know, I was just really drawn to this time out, and it's like, just relax right now, because you've already done all the work. Right now it's about trusting. Right now it's about dreaming, trusting that your manifestations are coming in. Right now it's about, you know, like you've got the time to take a breath out, prosperity lies ahead, more love is pouring into your situation. Whatever issue you've been experiencing or issues you've been experiencing in your personal life, it's coming to a close. Yeah. You've had perseverance through this. And it's been difficult. It's been difficult. Look at this, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. This is very powerful momentum that is building behind your intentions right now. Okay? Let's get some tarot out, Spirit. What do we need to know for this full moon? Oh, wow. So we got the Magician card. Okay. Interesting. Because we also have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. So this is like, whenever I see the Hermit in reverse, we're actually coming out of a Hermit phase. We're coming out of a Hermit phase. We're coming out of a period of isolation. We're coming out of a time that we've been spending a lot of it with spirit, with the universe. We've been kind of in the dark a lot, right? Cut off from this sense of this outside world is what I'm sensing. Because it's time. It's time now to step out of it. It feels like the reflection is coming to an end. The processing of an old journey that you've been spending so much time doing has reached its end. It's coming to its end. That's what I keep hearing. And in its place is this new beginning, because this is the number one. Ones are always for new beginnings, right? So this is like, you're ready to apply your skills, but this is also the manifestation. The manifestation. It's like you've been dreaming, you've been getting clear on what you really want for your life, okay? And actively manifesting. Even if you feel like you haven't been, you have, yeah? So in this time of hermit mode, you've been manifesting this new start, and it feels like it's here, right? It's here for you now. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this does feel like indecision. But this can also be like, you know, while you've been in hermit mode, it's been tricky for your mind to really trust your intuition. Because the lesson that we learn at the Two of Swords is the mind dropping into trust, the mind dropping into faith, okay? And with it in reverse, it feels like your mind's really struggled with that. Your mind's really doubted. This is self-doubt. This is not knowing which way to go. This is sometimes getting a bit too stuck up in the head. This is sometimes the mind being really resistant to what the intuition is guiding, what the intuition is speaking. This is having a difficulty in trusting, which is normal, right? It's so normal. And that can be such a natural aspect in following one's dreams, because our mind can be like, it's doing something it's never really done. This is, you know what this is? Getting out of the comfort zone. This is breaking out of the comfort zone. Absolutely. Fascinating. Let's get some more cards here. Oh, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Spirit's catching you. Hang on, that was a bit too many. Another 2, so you could be seeing 2 2 2s, okay? 2 of Wands here, okay? Despite the difficulty in trusting the intuition, despite having faith in your dreams 100% of the time, you've had this self-belief in you. That's the resilience. That's the resilience. Yes. That's so beautiful, because you have this innate belief within you, this innate confidence within you that even if you're far from your dreams, or a perception of being far from your dreams, you've still believed in them at the core of you. Yeah. Because at the 2 of Wands, we're building up momentum. We are saying yes to something. We're being confident in a new beginning, even though we don't have all the information yet. And we have to kind of nurture this self-belief into being. So that's what you lent into. That's what you lent into when, despite how much lacking of the universe, like lacking in the trust that you had. Oh, it's such a beautiful message. It's really pointing out your power. It's really pointing out your strength. Okay, we've also got the Fool coming out here. And the Fool is, I mean, this is gorgeous, because this is taking a leap of faith. This is not caring how foolish you look. Not caring how foolish you look in believing in this future, right? Believing in your dreams. This is also just kind of like a free fall into the universe. And I said before, the universe catches you. Yeah. You finally, this is having immense trust and immense faith. So despite the hiccups, yeah, despite the difficulties in trusting in what you could not see, you are right there, full of faith, full of hope, full of love. This is the true power of this time. This is the true rebellion. This is the true revolution of the time, is being able to tune into faith, hope, and love despite the horrendous things that we are being shown, despite the heavy energies that are existing right now, all the information that's flowing around us. To be able to remain in this energy, that's true power. That is the true power. We've also got 3 of Cups coming out. 3 of Cups, I love to see it, like with this energy. This is like having so much faith and trust in the universe. This is also a comment on you coming out of isolation, yeah? Coming out of the labyrinth. You've got what you've needed, and now you're coming back out, and you're trusting the universe in who it's bringing forward for you. This is also what you're coming into is immense celebration, immense joy, because 3 of Cups is that celebratory energy, having something to celebrate, a manifestation coming to fruition. This is seriously giving some kind of dream of yours is coming to fruition, and it's got something to do with love. You've had a big dream that maybe was present from even when you were young. It's coming to manifest. It's coming to manifestation. I was just drawn to success. This is so exciting. Sorry if look at that, 9 of Cups and Empress with the 10 of Wands, with the World. Are you joking? Okay. This, I mean, the Empress is the card of receiving, yeah? Is relaxing into receiving. So you are definitely taking some time out, yeah? You must be. And if you're not, have no faith in leaning into it, yeah? Because the more you lean into it, the more you're going to receive. Because as you rest, as you relax, as you trust, you lean into your sovereignty, and your sovereignty attracts in your abundance, yeah? So this is absolutely a wish come true. You're receiving something. You're receiving something that is going to feel so fulfilling. This is love. This, like, I'm really drawn back to this love card, okay? This is something that's making you feel so loved, so safe, so cherished. This is true abundance. You're receiving something that feels fulfilling, but there's also a very physical element to it. Because we've got the Empress, which is that sprouting phase, which is when something comes from the spirit. The intention that you've had in the spiritual, in the ethers, births into the physical, yeah? So this is very exciting. We've also got it with the Ten of Wands. So this is the end of that birth. You're coming off this energy. You're coming off this journey here that has felt heavy, stressful, full of burden, yeah? And it's a journey that you're completely done with. This is the karmic endings. And it's interesting because in my messages for a little while, it's felt very much the in-between, very much the in-between, whereas this message that I'm now receiving, there's only a little message on like the endings. It feels like there's a lot more of a focus on the new beginnings. So it feels like we're moving a little bit further out of that in-between energy, which is very exciting. But this is definitely still showing up like that end phase, so that's still present here, yeah, in your situation. There's still perhaps old stresses, old beliefs, old kind of just old karmic energy, yeah, that is coming to close. Because you're walking away. Look, you're walking away into this new beginning, walking away into this new beginning, yeah. This is, look at this energy. Right, hold it this way. Walking off this energy into this, where you like just step through a portal of abundance, yeah. I love this so much. And even under that, look, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. Page of Cups with the King of Wands. This is like, this energy is someone making a love offer to you, yeah. Someone very passionate, very charming, very loving, wanting to come in and kind of take care of you. That's what I'm sensing. And this is the wheel turns in your favor, yeah? It's a new season. It's a new season of abundance. It's a new season of recognition. This is also a very fated, destined event that takes place because you are, this is the victory. You're victorious. Oh, I love this energy so much. Are you kidding? Look at all the lights, yeah? In the spotlight. This is also giving kind of like galactic communication, galactic connections coming through here, making you feel deeply loved, seen, yeah? Seen in a whole new way. And it's all coming because you took the plunge in trusting and following spirit into the unknown, yeah? This is completely just like, I have no idea. I'm here and I'm hoping for the best, right? Sorry, Serpentine is going to the toilet again. Oh no. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm gonna put those over here. Okay. Oh, this energy is so freaking cool because if you look, like, this is where we start, right? This is where the energy starts. This is all kind of like coming out of the trenches, coming out of the darkness, coming out of the isolation, having difficulty with trusting, but still having some deep self-belief and just hoping for the best. And what's actually happening in the process is we're manifesting something huge. Ah! And then, yeah, look, and then it's repaid. It comes in. It comes in. Like you can see in the energy and the light, right? This is exciting. This is very, very exciting. Let's get a little bit of this energy coming out here. Thank you, Spirit. Look at this. This says, King of Cups. So calm, slow pace. That's what's been coming online here in this time of isolation, is anchoring in more of a calm energy, more of a slow pace, more presence, yeah? Anchoring in a constant connection to the divine. And what we find, yeah, the light that we find in here is a deep insight that is incredibly useful to us. Yeah, you were having like, this is talking about experiencing mental challenges. Experiencing mental challenges, yeah, along the process, which is like our mind kind of dropping back into fear and saying, oh, like, can we trust this? Are we doing something wrong? You know, it's dropping back into doubt. And you know, things have not gone to plan for you, right? According to the mind. Because your mind can often have this kind of projection, this idea, this desire. Oh, thanks for the love heart. Let's see if I can send one. But there's an unexpected outcome here as well. Things don't go to plan according to the mind, but there's like this fulfilling unexpected outcome here. Ah! Yes. And it's going to bring mental rest. It's like your mind's going to finally feel like, okay, I can actually step back. The mind is actually going to be able to relax, is what I keep getting from this, from whatever's coming in for you, right? Look, completion. This is 10 of Wands again. Completion. Releasing the old journey and we make space for the new. Definitely. We've also got 10-10 coming through, so 10-10-10 could be relevant. Yeah. I feel like in the past, okay, before we went into this hermit mode, before that, we were someone that were too focused on other people's needs, right? Proper empaths. And we had to learn to be selfish, because it's actually in us being selfish. Ah, hello, Natalie and Daniel. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we had to learn to be selfish, because that, you know, when you've sort of grown up in a way of like serving everyone around us, like empaths often do, you have to learn to love yourself wholeheartedly. You have to learn to choose you. Literally, as I'm looking at this card. To learn to choose you first, because that's how we choose the whole world. Following your heart into the unknown. You're on a solo journey. That's all right, Natalie. Sending you love, Natalie. We're like, okay, yeah, so there's definitely going to be avenues that are presented to us around this full moon that we don't want to keep giving our energy to. And I did mention that, I think, in the notes that I posted in my post today. There may be relationships that we just become aware of. And it happened in my dynamic. It happened in my situation about a week ago. I have a friend that I still love dearly, will always love dearly. There's no animosity, but it's just, I've known them so long and we're evolving at different rates. We're going in different arenas and there's no negative emotions, but there's just like this kind of open-ended, random space now that neither of us know really how to show up authentically to. So yeah, I had to have that conversation, and I managed to remain really calm, really grounded, because obviously for my friend it was a little bit confronting and a little bit unexpected and upsetting. So I just tried to remain really like understanding of that while also voicing my authentic feelings. And that's kind of what's coming online, is like we're becoming more authentic, because Aries is all about the self. Aries is all about honoring the self, expressing the self passionately even. It's about self-discovery. So it's also kind of how we can bring that to our connections, and more of that's present at this astrological time of the full moon in Aries. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of these out. Let's see what spirit elf. I love it when this constancy card comes out, because it really is pointing to us becoming very dependable, dependable in ourselves, like less needing of others. There's an old version of us that's dying. I actually feel like 100% recently when the eclipse hit, I think I went through a really big ego death, because I experienced intense ascension symptoms. And now after that can take place, you kind of go into an integration phase where you feel much stronger, but it takes a little bit of time. I'm still working that out for myself, but just trying to share as much with you. Ooh, look, love again. Love again. There's immense love that's being manifested at the time of this, full moon. Definitely soul tribe are coming into connection. Look at the lover, and sweetheart with surprise. What? There is definitely something very exciting happening here that like even readers can't fully see, right? We can just see the energies of it. But there's a lot of love here. Look, we've got frivolity, and this butterfly is such a symbol at the moment with the older woman. And whenever I see this older woman, I always think of maturity. I always think of like a woman towards the end of her life is stoic. She is in tune deeply, because an old woman has lived through loss. She's lost partners. She's could even have lost children. She's lost animals. She's lost all kinds of things. It's like Polaroids for the aura. They always change. That's so beautiful. I love that. Thank you. I love that. Aussie alchemist. Yee, Aussie. I never ever do this. Okay. But it looks like it's such interesting energy, right? Because it's like frivolity with this maturity. So it really feels like this anchoring balance, calm, deep knowing amongst playful energy. And if you look, okay, how can I show this? The heaviest energy here, would be the old woman and the grief card, yeah? It's sort of hard to see. Everything else is like love, sweetheart energy, romanticizing energy, loving our life, surprises, you know, singing, serenading. Ah! I love this so much. Okay. Let's get a little bit of these. What other messages for this collective spirit do we need to be seeing? Oh. This dark energy in reverse, it's leaving. This period of darkness, yeah? This period of darkness, coming out of the dark, because we found it served its purpose, right? We found some kind of inner light here. I'm seeing Pluto. Pluto turns direct on October 14th. So we'll see like some big power play moves happen around that time. So Pluto's popping out now for a reason. Yeah, transformation, but it's absolutely that rebirth energy. We're rebirthing out of this kind of like darkness or something into a higher philosophy, higher beliefs, higher spirituality, higher vibration is how I'm reading that. Look at that. Be selfish. I literally was talking about that earlier. This is a time to be selfish because it's about self-care. Sometimes being selfish looks like self-care. Sometimes self-care looks like being selfish. Scorpio is still that Pluto energy. It's definitely, oh yeah, because yeah, there's a planet in Scorpio. Anyway, let's keep. I feel like Scorpio always does bring a lot of like passionate energy with it. Oh my gosh. 11th house is Aquarius energy, right? Cut the cord. But Aquarius energy talks about friends. Cutting the cord to friends. And revolution. Whatever we're cutting the cord to, it's like feeding into this revolution that's taking place at the time. We also got Cancer coming out again. So this is, yeah, feeling more sensitive, feeling more emotional. There's a maternal energy here that we're rebirthing into. Hi, Serpy. Look at that. I said this earlier. What? Put in the spotlight. Oof. There's definitely some kind of recognition. Definitely. Definitely. Anything else from these want to come out, Spirit? Oh, that's so beautiful. Look, you're high class. You're high class. Oh, that's right. It was Mars in Scorpio. Mars is in Scorpio right now, which is like talking about a lot of deep passion. Okay? A lot of deep passion. And we've got 8th house. There is so much plutonic energy here. So there's, yeah, the rebirth is still taking place, is how I would read that. There's a lot of depth here. A lot of depth. Fear cannot survive here anymore. Listen to your body. That's so strange, okay? This incubus and succubus energy has been popping out for me so much as I was like shuffling and things. So that's really feeling like this is part of what we're releasing from our connections, okay? Because yeah, I'm just really being drawn to like fake friends. And it's not like really their fault, right? It's just like they love you, they want your energy because it's so bright, but they can't really sustain it because they're not doing the work. Oh my God, look, this says you're being prepared now. Rest. Definitely get that rest in, because I keep getting intuitive hits from my guides that something's coming, something's happening. Now's the time to rest. If you're given that space, take it. Be a little lazy right now, okay? Lazy doesn't exist, but be a little lazy right now. Oh, I love that Serpentine has just joined in. So cute. Look, extraterrestrial contact. Yeah, beauty sleep for the something. I love that. Extraterrestrial contact. It's happening. They aren't worth your energy. You're being rewarded. Literally what I've just said. Okay, the energy's kind of like repeating itself. See if anything else. Yeah, look, it's just dissolving. Whatever's not meant to be there, it's just dissolving right out of your experience. Why is my throat? Communication, I guess. Could be difficult communication. Let's have a look. New timeline. The old timeline is dissolving. We're coming into this new timeline. Oh my God. It's anchoring in. The calm before the storm, okay? Keep resting. You are doing it perfectly. And this is so important, especially if we've had this kind of energy, which is like that doubt creeping in while we've been anchoring and leaning into faith. Just remember, you're always doing it perfectly, because that is how your soul perceives you. That's the truth of it. You're actually doing it perfectly, because what you're doing is you're navigating into the unknown, and as you're navigating it, every step you take is right. And that just lets your mind off, right? That, because I really feel like part of the healing journey is about releasing self-judgment, releasing the weight of the mind, because that is what can cause all the negativity. That's what can cause all the egoic projections. Yeah. So yeah, look, you're doing it perfectly. I'm gonna leave it on this note because beautiful. Remember, what feels good is God. Yeah. Get that beauty sleep. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad that you are enjoying the reading and you enjoy this energy, because it is gorgeous energy. And I feel like we need it, because sometimes the surface level of life right now is communicating a very old vibration, but there is new vibes being born, right? So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. And yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I will be back to do another live at the next moon phase in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thank you to everyone that tuned in and messaged. It's so nice to connect with you. I've got a little screen down here so I can see when people message, in case you're wondering where I'm looking at. But yeah, sending you so much love. I'm going to probably have a little relaxation set, have a little nap now. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.